Hello again. We are now at the capstone of the three angels' messages. In the third angel's message, we will now unfold God's third and final warning to God's people just before the end of time and the second coming of Jesus. Using the metaphor of an iceberg, let's peel away the top layer of the third angel's message and discover the truths found inside this final warning. In Revelation 14, verses 9, 10, 11, and 12, the third angel's message is proclaimed. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they had no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. This third angel's message is God's most solemn warning found nowhere else in the Bible. This is the warning directed against worshiping the beast, the AntiChrist, and receiving the mark of the beast, which all who reject the authority of God will eventually do. So what is this image that Revelation is referring to here? This image is a likeness of the Roman Catholic Church state that ruled during the Middle or Dark Ages. In the final days of human history, the Roman Catholic papal system will once again ascend to world dominance and will impose and enforce their doctrinal and religious beliefs on the world. Only this time, they will have the powers of the Protestant Church behind them. This Christian coalition will legislate and enforce religious practices to form an image of the beast to control the people of God, just like it was during the Dark Ages. Notice that the mark of the beast, which we are warned about, can be received in two ways. Either on your hand, which means through the actions of going along with papal dictates so you will not suffer papal persecution even though you don't agree with it, or on your forehead, which means through the belief in your heart and mind that papal dictates and doctrines are true and have authority over you and salvation. Also notice in Revelation 14:12 that the saints will keep the commandments of God and have the faith of Jesus. Can we honestly say that the church of today is keeping the commandments of God, all 10 of God's commandments? No. At most, we are only keeping 9 of those commandments, and most of current-day Christianity is not exhibiting the faith of Jesus, which is Jesus' total trust and faith in God alone. Persecution will once again arise on the scene of human history against those who oppose the Roman Catholic Church and her Protestant daughter churches who have returned to the Mother Church. This persecution will be done in the name of religious unity and will continue until the second coming of Jesus. This third angel's message reveals that those who submit to human authority in earth's final crisis will worship the beast and his image instead of the true God and will receive the mark of the beast. In other words, they will follow Roman Catholic Church dictates and Sunday worship legislation. Yes, you heard me right, but more about this a little later. Before the end of time, there will be 2 groups of people who claim to worship God. The first group will advocate or accept the gospel of human devising and will worship the beast and his image, the papal system, receiving the mark of the beast. The Catholic Church states their mark of authority over religious matters comes from the fact that they changed the day of worship from Saturday to Sunday. This first group will accept the authority of the Catholic Church, which will bring upon themselves the wrath and judgments of God. The other or second group will live by the true gospel of Jesus Christ and his atonement for sin on the cross and will only recognize God's authority. They will keep all of the 10 commandments of God, which includes worshiping God on his holy day, the Sabbath, not Sunday. They will also have the faith of Jesus, which again means they will trust in Jesus and Jesus alone for their salvation. Notice in Revelation 12:17, it states, And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Now, what is the testimony of Jesus Christ? In Revelation 19:10, it explains exactly what this is. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. In other words, this end-time remnant people of Christ will understand God's end-time Bible prophecy warning of Satan's plan for humanity in the last days of Earth's history. Before we go deeper into the study of the mark of the beast, let us first look at the Strong's Greek and Hebrew dictionary's definition of the word anti. Most believe the word anti, as used in the term Antichrist, means against, such as against Christ, but look at what Strong's dictionary says it truly means. Instead of, in room of, substitution. As you can see, anti means instead of or substitution, not against Christ like many of the church believe. So what is this mark referenced in Revelation? The mark of the beast is not a real physical mark on your hand or forehead. This mark will not be a chip under your skin, a barcode, or a computer in Belgium. This mark will be the acceptance or mark of authority of the Roman Catholic Church papal system, which is their change from Sabbath to Sunday as their day of worship. Now, before you freak out and think you now have the mark of the beast, please continue on with the study and you will see when this mark will be imposed. In the last days, Satan, through the instrument of religion, will force you to make a decision showing where your allegiance lies. The mark of the beast will be legislated and enforced through civil government. Now, I need to repeat this. The mark of the beast will be legislated and enforced through civil government. Those who accept the Catholic Church papal system as their authority are doomed to destruction at the end of time. In God's eyes, who you place your allegiance and trust with is his litmus test to see who is justified to live with him throughout eternity. We will stop here. In video 8, we will go into a deeper understanding of what this Antichrist system is all about. Bible scripture reveals to God's people how errors silently and stealthily crept into God's church and prepared the way for the development of this Antichrist system, the papacy. So till we meet again, take care and may God bless you and yours, and as always, stay the course.